girls couldn't get everything.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Champagne Confessions. I'm Italy Murphy.
I'm K Spice.
And I'm Case King, y'all.
What's up? We outside. I know it looks a little different.
Literally, we outside. We literally outside.
Right, literally.
I like this though, you guys. I like this
No,
vibe.
it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
a vibe. Y'all gotta let us know what y'all think, if we should like do this a little bit more often.
Yeah.
But what we got on the roster today?
First of all, we need to make sure we stay away from that damn fire. Cause,
Oh yeah, my eyelashes, my
I ain't
weave.
got no water
Yeah,
to,
y'all go up
catch
like
this
if
weed.
you- I'm
so.
running. Don't mess up the weave. Listen, that's one thing you cannot touch is the ladies' weave.
You already know that.
You pay a
already
lot of
know.
money for the weave. Y'all, how much does it cost?
Stay out of our business.
Oh, I know, because I pay for them all the time. I pay for them all the time. About
you
five.
okay with paying for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it lasts, before you pay for the little synthetic, tracks.
Who
and
wore
stuff.
synthetic? Because I did.
Wait, I don't know the difference. The
Okay,
tracks,
okay.
the tracks.
Okay.
Before it was the tracks.
Okay, yeah.
And they don't
yeah.
last as long as
Right.
the wig.
I was about to say because I don't know about no.
Italy.
But you not a girly girl. So
Don't get in college. You did what?
in college, Italy ain't listen. One thing you never know me.
Why are you
one
telling her
thing. It's
business?
okay. We can talk about it because one thing that I've always been known for is Italy's hair is always gonna look good. So my hair ain't never look crazy
Everybody-
now.
So do I need to pull up pictures?
Pull them up.
I pull up receipts.
Pull them
Because
up.
I have
So
them.
we need
Pull
a
them
green
up,
screen
okay?
so that we can have a picture on the
We
back of
did.
it.
Listen,
do.
whatever you know how y'all we had different
We had
hairstyles in
levels.
different eras.
We
like
came a long
in the
way.
90s, you had like the French roll and the bun and the finger waves and all that stuff.
You had that.
Each era of hair.
But that's what I'm saying.
Each
You was
era of
popping
hairstyle-
for that era.
Facts, okay? Popping for that era. Each era,
She's trying to
okay?
come for you
We
right now.
came a long way. I've
Listen.
looked at pictures.
Everybody has come a long way, but
Yeah.
one thing you ain't gonna come for is my hair now, because
I wish
that's
I-
gonna stay together.
I wish I'd go to Central for 1 week.
That's gonna
the
stay
way
together.
I am now.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
baby. Yes.
You
But
a legend
anyway,
at Central?
Huh?
You a legend at Central?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I see you over there. Anyway, what we getting into today, y'all?
Well, let's talk about like a hot topic out right now, and let's just go there because this is Champagne Confessions, and everybody can address how they feel. But let's talk about the baby.
The baby.
The baby. How do y'all feel about the baby? The baby. I'll start because I did not agree with what he said. I get that he was hyped, his audience and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you stay away from certain things.
Well, before we get into it, for those who are not familiar with the situation, because he said a couple of things.
All right.
So let's break down exactly what was said. And I remember there being a comment about HIV/AIDS,
Mm-hmm.
a comment about what you do in parking lots.
Fellatio in the parking lot.
That was a good way to put it. Fellatio in the parking lot. And then there was one more comment. You remember the last one? I don't.
I don't remember the last one.
But those two were the main.
Were the main.
ones. So go ahead. How do you feel?
I feel as though when he spoke upon HIV and AIDS, I feel as though that's just like saying, if you ain't got cancer, put your hands up. Or if you ain't got, any kind of disease or anything or health issues that
Mhm.
might be wrong, he could have definitely stayed away from that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and as far as like the whole thing about, if you're not sucking dick in a parking lot, I mean, I understand why does it even matter if they are sucking dick in the parking lot? Like, if they're eating vagina in the parking lot, if they're going home with somebody, why does it even matter? I think he just should have definitely stayed away from it. He's getting a lot of clout, not just with the LGBTQ, because I think a lot of people get twisted. And one thing I don't like is that they target HIV to the
It being a gay
LGBTQ community.
I do agree with you. He has since retracted his statement about the
Of course.
HIV because I think he did kind of associate it with it being like a gay disease.
Mhm.
And, he got checked by a couple of people in the industry. So I do agree with that. As far as the comments on, like, sucking dick in a parking lot, I feel like everybody's entitled to express how they feel about the situation. I'm not saying he was wrong, he was right, but he is entitled to his freedom of speech. Just like anybody who's a part of the LGBT community, they're entitled to their freedom of speech.
Exactly. And that's why I
So-
left it like that. If that's what he wanted to say, you see what's happening to him right now. And
I would love to know the motive behind the comments, like what made him say it. Like,
he's mad.
I think the way that I looked at it and the way I perceived it was, and I mean, it could be me being just a little bit like looking at that glass half empty, half full. You know how that saying goes. I could have been just looking at the glass half empty, because when he said the comment about, you know, sucking dick in the parking lot, I looked at it like he was trying to say, you know, if you ain't dick riding, if you ain't like capping. That's how I thought he was saying it. But then when, you know, it became such a controversy and everybody was so upset about it, and the way that they were making it out like he said it, I figured, okay, maybe it's a homosexual joke. When he said it and I saw it, I'm like, well, that's not really what he was saying. I perceived it as him, like, you know how they be like, oh, that nigga over there, you know,
But he
sucking
tied
that
it
nigga
all
dick.
into the gay. Like, if he just would have said the dick, then yeah, you could have said that. That's
And
what he was
I
saying.
think there was
like,
a comment made behind him from his DJ. Like his DJ kind of like stamped it was like a gay comment.
Oh, okay, so well, see, I didn't see all of that. I
Yeah,
saw
I
the
didn't see all
the
that.
part. I saw that part, and then the part where he was talking about HIV. So he did come and actually make a public statement.
Right.
Well, a public, you know, he made a video and he was explaining why he said what he said. Like, you know, I said what I said because my gay fans are not like, they're clean. They practice
How does
safe.
he know that?
They're practicing safe sex. I feel like that's what maybe he was trying to come back and say. I don't know if those were his intentions, but when he expressed what he was saying, because only he knows what his real intentions were. But when he
right.
came and explained himself in the video, he was saying that, listen, this is why I said what I said. And I'm not saying what he said was right at all by
Right.
any means
Of
necessary.
course, his publicist, and of course, he had to figure something out to say and publicly address what he meant. What he said it. And at the end of the day, you know, if those that still support the baby, I mean, his music is music. You know, he makes good music. I mean, R. Kelly, look at him.
And I was
think
gonna
he
say
love-
that.
he
I'm
lo- I
like,
love
at,
his
at the
music,
end of the
but-
day, everybody needs to just do what they want to do, and nobody really needs to worry about what other people are doing. Everybody just needs to mind their business. Their business.
their business.
I feel like everybody makes mistakes though, and I feel like now he's seeing that was,
It was a
not,
mistake.
it wasn't the right thing to say, especially because the LGBT community really makes a lot of people's careers. Not to say that they made his career, you know, but like Nicki Minaj, people like that, like the LGBT community really backs a lot of these artists. So like, I think he understands that those comments were not like something that should have been said, especially because he has a lot of fans in the LGBT community.
Do you think he can recover from this?
I do. If Chris Brown can
I was
recover
gonna say
from the controversy or
Stop
stuff
stealing my
that,
thoughts, because I was going to say
seriously,
that.
like, come on, it's you got to think about these celebrities and the controversy that they have went through. They've been through like a lot of stuff and come back from it.
Okay.
Like, you got people still bumping, I don't see nothing wrong, and that manhole was out here messing with kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
he can come back, and I do appreciate him saying an apology, you
Right.
know, and everything. So, you know, his music was great and everything, but, you know, yeah, like you said, people do have to bounce back some way, and we still listen to I still bump R. Kelly, and I mean,
I
know
still bump
it's-
Chris Brown.
Yeah, you know.
I ain't dating him, you know, because you're not going to put your hands on me.
Just don't make them mad.
Y'all are crazy. People change, okay? Maybe he's not that way anymore.
I hope he bounced back, because I understand celebrities, what they have to go through. If I was a celebrity like them, like, I can only imagine. I gotta watch what I say. I gotta put on clothes when I go to the gas station. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching, everybody's looking, and
But
yeah.
that kind of goes back to, like, I feel like you said, you have to, there's so much that you have to like be mindful of. When you're a celebrity, it's like you can't do shit. You can't do nothing.
can't.
Like, and that really affects a person's mental health. Like, take for instance Simone Biles right now. Like, she's not participating in the Olympics, well, the team portion of the Olympics, because of her mental health. And it's crazy because she won 4 gold medals in the 2016 Olympics. So
I
it's
just
like,
think this has been a tough year for everybody.
being a celebrity is hard, and I think people, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not at all, because right is right and wrong is wrong, but people make mistakes, you know, and hopefully he's learned from this mistake.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have a guest that's going to be coming on today that can definitely tap into the industry. I mean, I remember when he was DJing for me, and that's one thing I can say that, you know, I appreciate I'm not just gonna say straight community, just everybody, you know, has always supported me and what I've done, and, you know, and they never knocked if I did LGBT parties, and everything. And it's kind of hard to play a DJ for my crowd. I will say that you got to keep them up, dancing, twerking
Yes.
all night long. And I just remember the guests that we're going to have on, and you can say who we're going to have on, but the guest that we're going to have on today, like, he really meant a lot to me, my community even asked, hey, DJ, can we get in? I asked him, and he's
Shaki
on
big
a,
time now, though.
Shaki
you
big
ain't
time,
getting
he's not
Shaki to
DJing,
DJ.
Right.
No,
It
no
took
more.
us
I
a minute
can't
to
get
book him.
but I do appreciate the times that we had, the devotion they had towards, you know, the
These are the times that we had.
LGBTQ,
Like they was in a
myself
relationship.
and everybody. But yeah, so I'm excited about this guest. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
long-time friend of the podcast.
Yes,
So,
yes.
you know, ready to have him on.
Hilarious.
Oh, God.
Okay. We're going to get a couple jokes out today. So,
Oh, yeah,
let's go ahead and bring them on.
Come on. We got a love-hate relationship, so let's get it going.
Oh God.
So we're back, guys, and we have brought on our special guest that we were talking about. We're gonna have Mr. Shaki. How you doing today?
I'm good.
We've been excited and waiting for you to come on the show.
Yeah, y'all
We
dragged
ready.
me
We
out
ready
of
for the
bed.
jokes.
I got a couple.
And I must say, you're fly as always. You always look fly. I be looking at y'all like I be trying to like not tap into y'all wardrobe, but I be trying.
Clothes.
Yo, come on. You know what? But hey, okay, if you took it out the dirty clothes, it's the baccarat for me. Anybody who know me know I love fragrances, and my absolute favorite fragrance is baccarat. As soon as he came up here, I'm like, you got baccarat on, don't you? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, between that. And
You like that expensive shit.
No, I mean
Baccarat ain't expensive.
I started with like Polo.
I started with Bath and Body Works. I started with that.
I definitely
So,
and I still got it. I got my
only
Bath
only
and
reason
What
I
was your
don't use
first
it is
big
because my
one?
skin is
Do
sensitive.
you remember your first big one?
Bond?
Was it a gift?
Absolutely.
What about you? Your first one?
was Bond.
Bond?
Yes, Italy will always have all this Bond, you know, and everything. And every time I go out, I would get her fragrance and just spray a squirt or something, and I did get a gift. Yes.
Yeah, you put me on the bond. I made sure it was a gift.
Yeah.
Birthday gift.
Listen, Perfumista is the one she wears. I like that one too. That one stay on all day long. And then Gold Coast
Gold
is the
Coast.
one
Yeah,
that,
I like Gold Coast.
What's
So
your
y'all-
favorite Bond fragrance? You wear Bond?
Nah.
They ain't bougie enough for you. You like you're more of a Creed, a vintage
Yeah,
type of man.
I like Aventus, and Baccarat. That's all I really wear.
You like
I
the
got
expensive
everything,
stuff.
but I don't.
You like Kilian?
No.
No, that smells so good. It
I
is
like
kind of sweet.
I do like sweet smelling stuff though. Yeah.
I like a man that smells good.
Yeah.
I smell some funky people now before. I done smell some funky fingers before, okay?
Well, for
All
those
right.
who don't know you, we talked about like where we started with fragrances. How about you tell us where you started from, where you come from, all that good stuff?
I was born and raised mainly in Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay. Up north.
North.
I came out here. I started DJing. I've done that probably 25 years.
Oh, you a vet?
You the goat.
Yeah. Been doing it a little while, a couple of years.
Here
Come
we
on,
go.
Todd.
But I
Listen,
always
don't come
had-
on here
yeah.
being.
I always had like a bunch of different hustles. Like I look at everybody now. Everybody's a dog breeder. You know, everybody's got dogs and call themselves kennel or whatever the case may be. My play money was teacup Yorkies.
Oh wow.
Because the Yorkies were just like
Everybody want
fly
to
off
Yeah, back in the
shelf,
day,
like,
they were hot.
yeah.
I'm not a dog person, but they sound expensive.
They are. They were. They
I
are.
probably did $1 million in dogs in 3 years.
What?
Wow.
I mean, English Bulldog litters is 30 and 40.
Where the dogs at now? For that?
Well, they had. I
Look,
mean,
you need to do that
they-
again.
See, I put my money back into my dogs. So
Okay.
Now they don't live in a backyard or nothing. They have their own land.
They don't work. Oh,
I remember I
excuse
hit Shaki up about a dog, and then I clicked off the phone when I didn't get no discount. I didn't get nothing. He gave me the price, and I said, "Bye, Shaki."
What the crazy part it was a
What
discount
year was
on it.
this? What year was this? And how much was he
About,
trying to
what,
hit
2
you?
years ago, I hit him up about
It
the
was a
damn
discount
dog.
on it.
Yeah,
There was a
it was a
discount?
discount,
Yeah.
but I couldn't. And I get it, like all his dogs are so pretty, like they was groomed, like everything or whatever. He had the prettiest dogs, like for real.
And you say your dog's got land now? Oh, Gabby gotta step it up. Shoot.
Shaki is like, and I mean, honestly, your story need to be told. Like your book need to be written. Like he's just. I like people that understand where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people just flashy cars, flashy jewelry, everything else. And it's like, let's not forget where you came from.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Shaki always acknowledged where he came from. When like I said, I asked him to DJ. First time he didn't tell me no. He said, all right, Casey. All right. He came in, he boomed everything. He was like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like he never said no. He grinded. He grinded so hard, and I look up to you. Like what I'm saying? Like where you were, like just grinding, trying to make it out here, and you made it. You made it.
Well, you a good DJ.
Okay.
And your son doing big things.
Yeah,
Like,
you've always
come
been one of
on.
my favorite DJs. Like you've always been one of the best in North
Oh
Carolina.
yeah, he definitely the
My
best.
son at this point, he feels like he's better than me. I haven't went up there and really like bust his ass yet.
You want him to be better though, right?
So look, we might need to
But he
get
ain't
them
there
both up
yet.
here with
That'll be
turntables and do a
good.
competition for the son. You be game? You still got it?
You'll have to charge everybody out here.
Yeah, DJ Key. That's their son's name, right? Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
he's doing it big. I mean, he got a large crowd. Like
He
you know,
just
what I'm
did
saying?
Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
That's dope.
How does that make you feel? Like I know you got to be proud.
It's frustrating because I tried to give him that when he was 2,
Uh-huh.
and from 2 to 17 he didn't want it,
Mm.
and then he just pops up one day like, Dad, I want to drop out of college, full scholarship. I'm gonna DJ. So
And you had to show support because that's your
Yeah.
that's your backstory.
yeah, I mean I can't tell him something that worked for me won't work for him.
Right.
Like so, and
What?
he's doing real well.
That's really, really good.
If you could say anything to give like everybody like something encouraging, like what I'm saying, those that are DJs, promoters, like you have owned clubs now, like you're doing it big. Shout out to Dreams Nightclub. Yeah.
Well, let's start with his backstory first. So you started out DJing, and now obviously you had a bunch of side hustles throughout your DJing career, but now you have like this massive construction company. So I'm in real estate, so I always like to connect with people who are in the same field that I'm in. So like, how did you get into that?
I've always been real big on credit.
Okay.
Always took care of my credit from the time I was 18.
That was
So,
taught to you, or
Yeah. I come from a family where, like, my grandfather he was just a beat cop in Trenton, but he took care of his credit. He saved his money and invested it wisely. So when he passed, my family was fighting over millions of dollars that they didn't even know existed. But he had like 14 investment properties, land everywhere. So from the time I was 18, I started buying. And it seemed like overnight I looked up and I had like 30 employees.
Look at God.
And now I'm sitting at 116 employees.
Wow, Chucky.
wow.
95% black.
So we know your title is boss, but would you be considered a contractor? Like, what is your
I
title?
am Unlimited GC.
Oh, okay. How?
I'm gonna have to research that, but okay.
General contractor.
Yeah, so I can do work anywhere in the United States.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
And Unlimited are usually who does the big projects.
Okay.
Like I do contracts for Duke University. I built their dorm rooms. I'm doing UNC Hospital Edition. So I don't.
And those are big contracts.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
don't
not like
like the-
mom and pop. Like, that's
I
dope.
don't like to, mess with the pennies anymore.
What you be saying? Slight flex.
That's a little slight flex there. That's
No,
that's my
because,
line.
like,
Yeah, that's
those
for you
contracts,
too.
like Duke, they told me the first time I would go in there sweating like, oh, this is gonna cost more money, and it's like $800,000, and I'm scared to tell them. But after a while, they was like, listen, we not hurt.
At all.
We could go without charging tuition for the next 20 years and still be in the black.
Wow.
So from that point, I just go in there like, hey, this is what happened and this is what it's gonna cost.
So now you're not afraid to tell people what your price is, because I know a lot of people, especially black people who have businesses, like they're afraid to say, well, this is what I charge. Now it's just like you go in, this is my invoice, either you got it or you don't.
Yeah. See, at this point, I don't even deal with like the regular consumer. Like I'm dealing with the companies at the top that know this is gonna be done right and it's gonna be done on
Right.
time. So,
Right.
and then they're getting the minority participation at the top
Mhm.
rather than trying to get it from lower tiers.
Yeah.
So they'll rather come to me than to be scrambling to be in compliance with minorities.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Put me in tears over here, Shy.
Sure, that's
Like, I mean,
crazy.
that's amazing. Like,
in the
yeah,
long road.
yeah.
So, okay, now we know that you DJ'd. We know that you have all your other side hustles, dog breeding, everything else. How did you get into, I ain't going to say how did you get into it, because obviously it's always been in you because you were a DJ. Now you own a gentleman's club.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what made you want to do that? Just being in the club for
My
years?
woman is here. I have been in gentlemen's clubs really since the beginning. Like,
Okay.
when I started DJing, like we had like Big Apple, like
I
all
remember
of that
the
in
Big
the
Apple.
beginning.
I
So
keep hearing about the Big Apple, but I
It
wasn't
was
around during that
Mondays
time.
and Wednesdays, right?
Yeah.
Mondays and Wednesdays.
yeah, so I mean it's kind of something that keeps following me. You know, I don't necessarily go there to see the titties.
You go for the money because
Yeah.
it's money in that. Like
Right.
keep it, you can keep it a band. Like it's the, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's all for the money with you, but at the same time, like it comes easy to you. I'm
Yeah.
sure because you've been in that industry
But it's
for a long
like-
time.
Every spot, like because of the radio, I'll be at Jonathan's, I'll be at Hive, and it's like after Jonathan's, after Hive, everybody's at Dream.
Everybody,
I mean,
that's
everybody's
the
the
party
after
for
party for
every
everything.
party in the
Everybody's
city.
at Dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's just always keeping a clean face. Like
Uh-huh.
I can't tell you somebody I have an issue with.
Mhm.
I mean,
And I noticed that about you. Like you support everybody's
Mhm.
location, everybody's venue.
yeah. I mean, even if they're like trying to tap into my lane, like I literally just hung up with Kushid on my way here, and he has his little rehab business where he's doing contracting work, and he's like, I don't know how to price this. And I was like, come by the office, like I'll sit down and help you price it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Like,
I called them. Look, I needed a car. I needed car service. Call Shaki. All right,
He's
Casey.
Yeah, I got
connected.
that too.
Oh, I
He's
called
a-
them.
he's
I called them
connected.
for movers.
And everything
movers.
you call Shaki. Like,
Well, I ain't calling you. I'm right here right now. Listen, I'm in real estate. I need to know how to get into development, okay? That is where the money is. So, how would somebody get into that? Just starting out. What would be your advice? Back to Casey's question.
I would start small because
Okay.
it's better to start and use your own money
Okay.
rather than investors. I would start with
Why?
with investors, you're gonna run into a lot of things. They're gonna tell you they got one thing, but they really don't. And you can turn around and say, okay, where's the rest of this money? And they can say, oh, I didn't really think we was gonna use that.
Mhm.
And then your whole investment is in the shit because you can't finish.
Oh,
So
facts.
then you have to turn around and sell something that's partially finished to even recoup some of your money.
Okay.
You know?
So the
So-
key basically is to start small, start with your
Yeah.
own money, and then what you make, reinvest that into
Mhm.
other projects, and then it'll build from there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because I actually purchased the property. We've spoken about this offline, and I really don't know where to begin. The price of the house was probably $30,000. I watched it go all the way down to 12. So I decided to take a gamble. Went in at 7. They said 9. We agreed to 8. Now I'm like, what do I do? Do I get a contractor to see how much it's going to cost to fix it and get it livable? Do I get a appraiser, especially in the market we're in right now?
Well, what are the houses around it going for?
That's the thing. It's in a
I'm
Around
gonna
the
have to do a
corner,
pump for that.
yeah, around the corner it could be 150,000, but then on the block it could be 40,000.
Best thing to do is get it livable.
Get it
So,
livable.
I mean, I can give you some people
Okay.
to get it to that point.
We'll talk offline.
Get it livable and put somebody in it.
Okay.
Call Shaki.
Slowly make
Whatever you
slowly
need,
make your money
call
back.
Shaki.
You know, because property, like what people don't realize is when you invest that money into that property, you go back and reappraise the property.
Right.
You got a new value on this house.
Mhm.
That value on that house can be your collateral for your next venture.
Okay.
So if you can hold on to something, hold on to it.
Okay.
You know.
Find in here buy and hold is where it is, especially in Durham. Like people who like doing buy and holds in Durham, like they hanging on the property that's gonna be worth like
I was just telling somebody
millions of dollars
when we
in
were
a couple years.
we were younger in college, we should have took them refund checks and bought some property in Durham.
Okay.
How about my
You
first
remember
car?
them? You remember them properties over there where like the basketball players used to live at
Oh
over
yeah.
there?
Oh, Durham is
All
on
them properties
yeah.
over there, they're
Yeah,
gone.
Durham is
Like
gone
new,
over
that's like
there.
new development
Yeah.
now. That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that knowledge.
Yeah.
Now I want to get back to the club aspect, you know, because you know,
Only right.
yeah. I mean, let's get back to some little, you know, how did you? And I know it was hard for me, doing the parties that I did, being in the strip club. How were you able to go to your lady and you know how difficult was it being around a whole bunch of naked women? You know, because I done spent a lot of money in dreams. I need my damn money back. God damn, like I can't go because I feel lame if I go because it really ain't. I don't be wanting to tip. Really, like I'm cheap, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like I want to tip, but like it's an image. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You gotta go in there. And if you next to Shaki, I mean, I gotta do. I'm like, just give me whatever you need. I'll deal with it later.
Yeah. I mean, you can get in the moment and look up and you done spent
You
$4,000
done
or $5,000.
Let me tell you one time.
Mm.
Listen, I did G-Ho. I did G-Ho. I made so much money. I said, I'm going to strip club. I came back. I was like, I can't believe all the money I just made. It's gone in 5 minutes. I was so upset with myself, Shaki. I was so pissed. I said, you're the dumbest person you ever know.
I've had those nights though.
Oh my gosh. Like, you know, like, oh, it's a lot of money. I went there this past Saturday and it's, you know, the ladies make a lot of money. Shout out to the ladies with the trash bags. Yeah. If you ain't got no trash bag, stop dancing, okay? If you got a little grocery bag, you gonna have to step it up. Cause these dancers out here got trash bags and they winning out here. You know. And then you asked me to be I gotta tell this story, Shaki. I'm sorry. Shaki asked me to be the house mom.
When? Recently?
No, this was when Dreams first started,
Yeah.
you know? And he asked me to be the house mom. He said, Casey, all you gotta do is just, you know, make sure the lady's good, you know, whatever. So I go
I
up
remember
into
you
the,
going up there a
yeah,
couple times.
I went up to the dressing room, you know, and the lady's like, do you have this? Do you have that? I ain't got shit. What the fuck? I said, Shaki, you didn't tell me I had to bring a fucking duffel bag of shit, you know? No, I ain't got no spray. I ain't got shit, okay? Y'all got to go out there and free ball it tonight.
Yeah, that's what she told me. Yeah.
I said,
I
Shaki.
ain't bring no goddamn tampon.
I was just sitting up there just making sure, you know, the girls was coming up there beefing with each other. I said, oh, wait.
She came to
Somebody
me,
stole
she
my
was
father. Where? I said, I've been here the whole time.
Oh my God.
She was like, I ain't gonna be able to do this.
I said, Sean, I'm sorry. I said, I gave it like, I think, might have been 1 week.
No, it was 2 days.
It was 2 days. I said, Sean, I can't do it because I wasn't prepared. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't prepared about everything. And I didn't know, like, this is their job. Like, you
Yeah.
don't understand, this is their job.
Yeah.
You know, and
I got a newfound respect for dancers though.
Yes.
You know why? Because like I don't obviously go to the strip club often, but like if I'm out of town, I like, you know, I'll indulge or like I'll support, you know, Shy or whatever. But like when I do go in there, the fucking tricks and shit they be doing, I'm like, yo, this is a whole workout. Like,
yeah.
I know they be tired as hell when they
Man.
leave out of there.
Yes, it's a job.
Like, it's a whole, and then on top of it, you got a job before you get there because you got to look good. Like, we all know as well, me and
Like,
you know,
yeah.
you know, you got to get
Sit
your
up
hair
here, we
right,
gotta-
get your makeup right, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a job.
Yeah. Like, no, like, and
It's definitely an art, the way they handle that pole. I'll be like, well, good God. No, but to get back to your question, because you know we talk about relationships and stuff here. Like, how do you find it being with relationships and in the adult entertainment business?
Like, how do you manage your
Yeah.
personal life when you're in an environment where you're around that type of temptation?
Communication.
Mm.
That's key. Like, if I'm normally home at 5 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
and it's 5:30, like at 4:45, I'm like, hey, I'm behind. All the money's still on the floor.
That's the thing. It's the communication.
And then see, like before, I had one that was just like, so now I got one that'll say, you want me to come help you? Like, it's 5 in the morning.
You got two different types of women, though. One that's
Right.
going to hinder you, one that's going to help you. So, that's
you gotta
good.
stay without me now.
Yeah,
You gotta definitely stay without me. Like, anybody that's a help,
yeah.
Right.
that pull out the card.
Oh, my
pay
God.
for a
Okay,
meal.
Sha, since you on here and we got time today, okay? Our very first podcast, we had a
Interesting conversation.
interesting conversation, and the conversation was, do you feel like women should pick up the check at the restaurant?
No, absolutely not. I
I'm
don't-
sorry. Let me
don't-
pull my hair
I
back.
don't
Can you
care.
say that again?
No,
Okay.
I don't care what the situation is. Like, we've been in situations where my old lady will say, look, you're not paying for all of my friends. If I'm the only male here and it's all females, none of y'all, I'm not going to say you had the chicken wings. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Man, but I feel like that's a real man, though. Like, a real man is going to make sure that his woman, and on top of his woman, if she got 2 or 3 ladies with her, he gonna make sure she's good. He gonna make sure them ladies is good, because at the end of the day, if the ladies are with her, those are her friends.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna ever have no chicks around me that are not my people. You know what I'm saying? So
Why was this
that's
a
respect.
argument?
Because
Why?
she said,
No, listen.
tell them what you
let
said.
me just explain what I said. Okay.
I mean,
gotta get my
she
shit
said,
together.
she already said she's cheap.
I am, but that's not it though.
Nigga.
What? No, Shy. No, listen. Now you know it's some ladies out here that would take advantage of your damn pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From
But-
the hold on, wait. No, cause let me.
You mix it up. Are we talking about relationship? Are we talking
No.
about dating? What
we
are we
talking about from the
talking about
beginning.
here?
Somebody sitting back, twiddling their toes. Every time how do you know somebody's real and for you?
But
Like,
see,
you don't have to.
You're not gonna know that in the beginning. You asked that young lady to go out. You
Right.
came up to
Yeah.
her and
I'm
said,
not-
She
"Let's
asked
go
me
out."
to go out. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna let her pick up the check.
Yeah. No.
I don't think she heard that.
Yeah.
Kia don't want to pick up shit. Okay.
For the record, Kia can pick up shit,
But you won't.
because a man is supposed to court a woman. I'm old school. I've said it.
Yeah,
I'm
like, I
not
don't
paying
even-
What is
for
a
no
woman
date.
supposed to do
Like
to a man?
before
What is a
we
woman
order
supposed to do to a
food,
man?
like I don't even know where I got this from, cause like my grandparents and I ain't have my dad, so I never went out to eat with them. I guess it just became part of me. But we have a conversation, and I order her food. Like, she doesn't order her food. I don't know where I picked it up at, but she doesn't have to order her food now.
I mean, this is a whole even another thing, though. I understand where he coming from, because I didn't been out with Shaki, and he pick up niggas checks. Like, he'll
Yeah,
pick
I'm
up
not
the whole,
about to
he'll
ha-
pick up the whole
Listen.
table check, and I'm like, you gonna pay for these grown men food too? Like,
I'm not.
word?
Listen, if they scraping like this, no, don't
I
worry
mean,
about
I
it.
think it does have a lot to do how you're raised. Like, I watched my great grandparents be together for 70 plus years. My great grandfather adored my great grandmother. My grandmother and my grandfather, 50 plus years. My grandfather adored my grandmother. Like, even though we live in a world where chivalry is damn near dead, I'll be single for the rest of my life before I change and I'm on my knees proposing to a man. and that's
Now,
that's it.
I understand where you're coming from because I do think that a man should be a man, and I understand where you're coming from too because I will pick up a check. I will. Like if I go out somewhere and I'm not gonna ever ask a man like on a first date, but if we kicking it or we dating or something, I will be like, yo, let me take you to lunch today, or let me take you to dinner today. I will pick up a check. I don't have a problem with doing that.
I offer to leave the tip.
See, my woman is like that. Like we'll fight about the check. Like,
Yeah,
I have
and
to
that's
chase
how I
her
am.
around the rest of us.
Yeah.
I can leave a tip. Casey, is that good? No.
Listen, all I'm saying is because I always pick up the check. Y'all know I.
No, you take care of your women.
One thing I do. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just.
I think you worry about the users.
Sometimes to be like, the woman like, oh.
But I think it's two different things though. It's two different things though, Casey. It's
what if
what
your lady got your gift?
It's
Yeah,
what
she
she
did. I
said
mean,
though. It's you're talking about she's talking about are we talking about a relationship or are we talking about somebody you dating or are we talking about like a slide? If it's a
Yeah.
slide, then shit, you
When
gonna
you're
definitely
dating-
pay the
when
bill
you're
because
da-
she ain't gonna pay for nothing
when-
because you
when-
just want to
when you're
slide
dating-
and you want her to go home.
When you're dating someone, it's kind of like honestly out there because you don't know what no woman's like. You don't know what you put yourself in. So like, yeah, of course, like the first date and everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all chilling. Hey, you want to go to eat? I'm paying. Boom, 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 bow. But then it takes that moment when a girl be like, hey, what you doing today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go out to eat? It turns.
Now I will do that. I will be like, hey,
You know
you
what
want to
I'm
go to
saying? It
lunch,
turns
you
you
want to
on,
go to
like,
dinner,
yo,
and
you
I will
for
pay.
me.
I don't have a problem with doing that. I will do that.
Yeah,
but,
you're for me, not just always waiting for.
but if you ask me to go out though, I'm
You're
not going to. I'm
paying.
not gonna.
I mean, I agree. I told you I was going to the movies by myself, and I offered somebody to join me. I bought the tickets, but when he got there, he gave me the money
Okay,
back.
see.
That spoke volumes.
Right, exactly. So you showed that guy that I wanted to do something for you. Instead of the guy just doing everything, it's just kind of like, and there's some girls out here don't get to it.
I mean,
know
there's
some
girls
women
that date
out
just
here
so
that
they
just
could get a free meal.
get a
I
free
get
meal,
that.
get fucking Louis
But
Vuittons
you
and all
need
that shit. That
you
shit
need
ain't
to
fucking,
make
no.
sure you weed those girls
No, wait,
out.
I gotta stop you right there, Casey. Just because you date somebody that buys you nice things, that doesn't mean that you're using that person. Because I like nice shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I
What
do.
are you doing for him, though?
What do you mean? What am I doing for him?
Are you-
The measure of a woman is not what she's doing for a man. It's how she makes that man feel and how
Yeah.
she supports him.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm paying out my pocket for him. Because if he's a man who is self-made man that is like
He doesn't need
can
that.
take care of
You
himself,
can't
he don't
match
need
me.
my money.
You can't match me dollar for dollar.
Yeah, he don't need my
need
money,
you
and
for
I don't want a
something
man who I can match dollar for dollar. I don't want that.
Yeah.
You better say that. Better say.
I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, if something were to, times were to get hard for, somebody
You're
I'm
supposed
dating
to
or
have
something,
his back.
I'm definitely gonna have his back. And the good thing about it and the flex that I can have is that if something did happen, I can have his back because I can take care of myself.
So how would
but
that guy know if the whole time this guy might be struggling? All right, she might be out the door, cause she like ain't used to that. Like she like deuces. You know they like that. Come on, man. No, I
watch
am
too much
I,
Medea.
listen,
You watch
I
too
gotta
much
make sure
Medea.
somebody is down for me because as soon as I get down and out, and I can't do what I used to do.
But you
The
know that
Perry's,
about a
the
person.
Ruth Chris and all that.
But
if it might be Applebee's, they be like,
listen, Shaw. Okay, matter of fact, I wish we could bring your lady on
need
here,
more
but we don't
wine.
even have another chair. But at the same time, she asked me a question, and I want to ask you this. She asked me a question not the last podcast, but the first one, and she said, "Where's the man supposed to, the first date? Where's the man supposed to take you?" So she answered first, and she said the nicest restaurant. I said, absolutely not. Don't take me to the nicest restaurant. Don't take me there if that ain't what you can keep up. So if you can't continue to take me to Perry's, if I decide I want to go there in like 2 or 3 weeks, if you can only afford Applebee's, I can respect that, and I'm cool with that. Don't take me to
But
Perry's,
this
and then I
is-
want Perry's in 3 weeks.
Okay, but
anyway.
this
You
is
can't
where
afford to
I
take
feel
me
like
there.
we don't get realistic with the conversation. Somebody who approaches you to take you on a date, they know before they ask you, they can't take you to no goddamn Applebee's. Yes or no? See or no? See or no?
I could take them to both. I could take them
No,
wherever.
you could
But
take
if I
them
like
wherever, but
Applebee's or if I
I'm-
like Texas
I'm
Bro, 'cause I
talking
like
about a
the
man
the
who
beef
sees
tips and gravy.
the Italy Murphy.
Girl,
Beef
Casey.
tips and gravy is the shit.
A man that looks
Texas
at
Roadhouse.
the Italy
Go
Murphy, they know before they ask this woman out that they need to take her to a good restaurant. They know before they ask me out, they need to take me to a good restaurant. They're not going to approach us with Applebee's. They're not going to approach us with, what's the other one? Outback. Now, once we've been bumping and grinding and chilling, we don't want to go out to eat to those restaurants. Yeah, I'm down for some Outback wings and we could watch a movie and chill. But on the first date, you know you're supposed to impress a certain type of woman.
Now, I said with you, I could take it to the fire. You're saying keep it up. I want a real ass motherfucker.
But see, this is
like if we want fucking Texas Roadhouse, if
but
we
that's,
want
but that's
Pizza
what I,
Hut,
but that's what I'm saying.
it don't
Casey.
have to be.
I am a very simple person. Like I
Oh.
can go eat wherever, but
She
what
loves food.
say
That's
it again, Shy.
She don't play about no food.
I don't. And listen, I will kill some chicken wings. Listen, if I promise you, if I was dating somebody and it's our first date, and he like, yo, I really, really want to go to this wing spot. Listen, I've been to the nicest of nice restaurants, the nice of all over the world. But at the end of the day, if that's where he wants to go and I want to go there and we just vibing, I don't have a problem with going there. What
And
I'm saying to you is, don't take me somewhere that you can't keep up. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to take me to an expensive restaurant. But if you can keep it up, then okay, cool. But if you can't, take me where you can afford, and I'm okay with that.
And
When you have said like going to these fancy restaurants, because you took your friends to your fancy restaurant, what do I order? I wait.
Alfredo.
Okay, if they don't have it, don't I sit here and say I did not like the food. I don't care about all that
like-
fancy
but-
shit.
but
Because
what about-
nice.
but what
What
about
you're-
her to eat?
that's
I
what
wanna get
you're
cold.
But what
into.
about the woman that you're dating? So let's ask him. Do you understand where I'm coming from, though?
Yeah.
Like a
But
man.
I don't start there anyway, because like a lot of times that's why I didn't date. Like I didn't date. This happened like the way it was supposed to. So I don't start at the top.
Okay.
Like we can go to London and fly back home. We got that kind of money. But I didn't,
Okay, party and Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, for
I-
Valentine's Day, he flew her out of the
I
country
don't
to go
start
for
that way.
Valentine's
We
Day
go
and brought her ass back.
You going to talk about London?
Yeah,
Like I thought you was gonna say, come on,
a
shot.
woman knows, like, they do their homework first. You hear me? They do their homework first. So they know what they're getting into. But I'm not gonna start you where you think you're gonna start.
Right.
We're gonna start at one of my favorite spots. Like that I like to eat.
But
at.
it's nothing
It ain't-
wrong with
And
that.
I was going to say that, truth be told, it's not always about where you take me. It's about the experience on that date.
Which is why I said don't take me to the most expensive restaurant. Take me either where you can afford or where we're gonna have a good time. Don't try and put up a front for me if that's not what you got, because I'm not dating you for what you
What you
have.
got.
I mean,
Right.
Me and my
that's
lady's
not-
first date was the pool hall. We got drunk, we played pool, conversation, and it was dope.
And that was an experience.
That was an experience.
That was
Alright.
an experience.
Okay.
Yo, I've had first dates at Fat Burger. I've had a first date at Applebee's. And listen, if the vibe is there, it doesn't matter what the food. It don't matter, because at the end of the day, I'm a take care of myself. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Now I don't want to deal with no man that can't take me nowhere. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you and say that. But
Like, but if she start wrong, like, we can go to Bahama Breeze and she's like, oh no, I don't eat stuff like that. Like, we gotta go to Capitol Grill. Like,
oh yeah, no.
we not going nowhere.
Right.
'Cause we
'Cause
can
that's
go to
exactly
Capitol Grill
it.
every day, but
Mm-hmm.
I already
Trying to see
you
what this
want.
girl about.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm not like that. I love Bahama Breeze. They got some great jerk wings, but you're not going to McDonald's me. Like, I
Nah,
don't eat
I
that
would
stuff.
never,
I don't
like,
put that stuff in my
I don't
system.
like McDonald's, so I
Right.
wouldn't take that.
Confession, I had a McChicken today. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
it was banging.
Hey, the Big Mac,
It was banging.
The Big Mac.
I gotta tell you. I gotta tell a story. We left a spot in Georgia, and we was hungry as hell. We drove around to McDonald's,
Yeah.
and we got some breakfast from McDonald's. That breakfast
It's
was
hitting.
hidden.
We was in the bathroom the next
We
McDonald's
was
got
in
the
the
best
bathroom,
but it was
the next
banging.
day,
It was egg and cheese.
and I think I had the
Biscuit.
sausage, egg, and
Yes.
cheese McMuffin.
Yeah, it was banging.
but I think that might have been the last time I had McDonald's.
Yeah.
I
But-
definitely had a McChicken today. I was
But on
rushing
a
and,
date, it's
I
just
mean,
like,
I know you go out. Now listen, don't get me wrong. You go out, but it's all about, you know, the conversation. If y'all vibing, you know what I'm saying. I really, honestly, don't care where we are. If I'm feeling you, and I want to get to know you, and the conversation's good, we could be out here in the car. I done had my first date in the car, like
Yeah.
literally, like the girl I'm with now, like we were literally sitting in a car, literally days just talking about life, talking about what we're going through, everything or whatever, and it was just awesome. Hours. You know
What
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
what do you look for? Like, what's your ideal woman? And I ask that because people have different perspectives of
Me?
like what women, what a woman is. I mean, obviously, right? But people have different perspectives of what like a woman is supposed to be. People have different perspectives of what a man is supposed to be. So like,
What about her? Is,
or what do you
The-
love
the
about?
support.
What do you love
Yeah,
about
what
her?
do you
How about that?
Support, like, I mean, we can laugh and joke all day. You know,
Ooh.
I'm a jokester, you know, and when I'm frustrated with all of the companies, all of the employees, like, she calms me down.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you need that peace.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's really
I
big.
mean, we've had times where I'm like, yo, you too on. Like, you gotta be supportive, not
Yeah.
a bully.
is sex a deal breaker?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? So explain. What do you mean as far as sex?
So just suppose hypothetically, this person is all of the above, and maybe just sexually just ain't there. Could you be with somebody that?
I can't either. I'm sorry. People say sex isn't a big thing in a relationship, but it is, and
It
it is
is.
because for me, when I'm really into somebody, I can't even sleep with you unless I am into you, because it's like an emotional thing. And I mean, if it ain't good, then we can be friends.
So if somebody had a little Peter. They had a little Peter. Can't help they had a little Peter.
But
Yeah, I
is
got a
it?
little Peter.
But there's a difference because I don't know if you noticed. There's this thing called girth. So
She doesn't know that.
you don't know.
Yeah, I don't
She
know
doesn't
nothing
know
about
that.
it.
So you have
Look.
length. You have length.
Look at
And
Sean.
then you have length and then you have girth. So just because somebody doesn't have the length, if they have that girth and they're hitting,
God gave me both.
If they know how to use it, that's
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
He's talking
Mine
about
don't-
God
God
gave
gave
me
them
both.
both.
Well, I buy mine. Mine don't go. I buy mine. I buy it the way it needs to be, how it needs to feel.
So let me ask you, how do you know what size to buy?
About an 8.5, 9. It's not bigger than that. 8.5, 9.
you know, and Google says that we are good with the 5. 5, 6, we're good. That's what Google says. I don't necessarily agree with Google, but that's what it says.
I mean, I get like that. I think it's a little, the 8.5, but it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
and it's thick. Is it thick or thin?
It's thick. It's
Thick.
thick. It's nice. You know.
Shy is like, what the hell are we
And
talking?
it does
Like, does
all.
it have the veins and stuff?
It
too?
has it. I got the most expensive one. It's supposed to be somebody's real dick, actually, like that.
Like they molded it from
They
a man.
molded it, and it feels like it. I guess I never really touched a man's dingling, but I could just. It feels like skin, like it's skin, and it just.
And it has the veins and all that
has the
stuff in
veins
there
and
too.
everything.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So my thing is that it doesn't go down. As long when you're tired.
So it stay up all night.
that's
when
the
you're
fun.
tired and done, that's when it's done. You know.
Yeah.
So when
I
do
get
you-
a little tired.
I was
like,
gonna say, when do you get tired?
I get on my back. I get on my back.
How?
Yeah.
So how long do you go? How much sex is enough sex? This is one of our questions.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is about women, girls on girls, we know where to go. You know, sometimes we can hit it. Like, I done had some quick sex before.
And it was
And they don't
banging?
want to go no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you
Look
go
at Sean.
there.
Look
Shots like, what the
And,
hell?
What the hell did
and
you-
it's quick, and I'd be like, "You ready for round 2?" And they were like, "Nah." Like, we know how to hit it, and it's like, where the fuck it came from? We just know where to go to. Like, we both have vaginas. We know where we like it, we want it, and it's just like we go right there. And you know, I don't know. We gotta edit this. Like, we're gonna have to edit a lot of this. But like,
Nah, you gotta keep stuff like this.
when
like,
you're,
This is
you know.
I tell all the time, like, I need her to, like, sit down with my daughter, like, because
Really?
one of my daughters, she likes girls, like,
Okay.
Wow.
So let me ask you this, and without putting your personal business out there, because obviously we support the LGBT community on here. Obviously, this is my best friend. She's LGBT activist, advocate, the biggest gay promoter in North
She love that
Carolina.
shit.
Yeah, I be bigging her
on
up.
the
She be,
rainbow.
even though she be flexing on me on here, I'm gonna big her up all the time. Anyway,
Thank you.
how did you feel when you found that out?
Um,
Or did
they
she tell
kinda,
you?
Like, No, they didn't tell me. Like, I could tell. I kind of felt responsible because my daughter has been with me since day one. So, like, we kind of grew up together.
Mhm.
So, in her wanting to be just like me, she drew an attraction to women. And she's attracted to the same kind of women I am.
Oh wow.
So, they didn't tell me. I already knew for
Right.
myself, but they kind of hid it from me. And finally, her mom was like, I think she's going to grow out of it. I was like, I don't think so. But as soon as she said it, I went home. I went to her room. I was like, nigga, I been knew you was gay. Like,
So you just came out and made it casual,
yeah,
like so it was comfortable.
Yeah. And we went through like a year where we didn't really talk much. But now, I can't keep her out my face.
Okay.
And I'm glad you said that because, and I might get some clout with this, but everybody has a freedom of speech and how I believe things. I do believe I think, you know, we get the stereotype with the can you be born gay? And I just have my opinion on it is that it's like how you raised kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you have some guys that's in a single home, not saying, I mean like single parent home, that's with their mother all the time, see them putting on makeup, see them, you know, and I think they develop their attraction when it comes to that, and that's all they kind
So
of
they
know without
adapt
having
that
a male
behavior.
factor.
So you think that's a learned behavior at that point?
I think so. I think everybody's born as a newborn, and you're raised how you need to be raised. I don't feel like I was born gay. I mean, but I was always a tomboy. I love basketball.
So when did you get that feeling though? When did you get that itch, that feeling of
I mean, I think everybody played house when they was 5. I mean, I think everybody played house, and I was always the daddy. I don't know why. I was always the daddy. The neighbor, like they had a little kid. You know, we was all kids.
Yo, it's
you know what I'm
usually
saying?
me. It's her.
It's
today.
her today.
No,
It's
I'm
always
serious.
her, but
I'm
it's
dead ass
always you
serious,
too.
though. Like I always would play house, and I was the daddy,
And that was the
That was the
daddy.
I was the daddy, like taking charge. I don't know, and that's why I don't know. Like if I was born, I was a tomboy always. I love basketball. Don't buy me no Barbie doll. I had one Barbie doll, the head came off. Like I took the head off. Like you know, I was just always in grass and dirt.
But see, there's a stereotype though, because I grew up as a tomboy too. Like I wore sweats, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a fashion person, so like I dressed nice in high school, but like basketball game days and stuff, I wore my sweatpants, my sneakers, like my hoodies. Like I'm a tomboy at heart. I'd rather wear leggings and sneakers every day. I'm a sneakerhead. Like any sneaker you can think of, it's in my closet. So like I don't think that necessarily because you're a tomboy that you're gay, because I love men, honey.
I mean, it's a stereotype when it comes to females playing basketball, everything. Like, I guess it's whatever you want. Like, when I guess if I had a butt and titties, I was picked on. I was fucking a stick in elementary school. So a lot of the dudes would be like, talk about me and stuff like that. But now I look at them now, like I seen one that I just talk about me all the time. I said, oh,
the
baby.
tables have turned.
Oh, my God.
But
Like,
it's
you know what I'm
crazy now
saying?
though, because the guys now be like, yo, Casey, you pretty, like,
Well,
niggas is trying to talk to
time,
you.
They could have had it, maybe. They could have had it maybe back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, nah, I love women. I love the beauty of women and, the ass and the titties. I love it. Maybe because I ain't got it, but I love it. All right?
Oh my God.
It's so crazy.
It is.
But, yeah. But thank you, Shy. Like, like, you really... I'm just like, this is like probably the best episode we had thus far, but just because you kept it real, you done gave some insight on entrepreneurships for everybody. You told me that I don't need to mess with no investors, because I was definitely about to call some people, because I'm trying to get, it's scary when you're trying to start something. To me, I know I got it, but to start it, just,
We're very appreciative that you came on today. Obviously, we just started our podcast, but like I would say that all three of us are really connected. So like, and you're one of like the socialites, and not only a socialite, but you're one of like the big people in the area. So like to have you come on and share your experiences We really, really appreciate that.
Y'all didn't think I was coming.
I mean, you know, I thought
Yo,
you was gonna
cuz,
want some
last few
wings. You
times
was gonna
I
want
seen
some
it.
Remy. You was gonna want some.
Cause I told her I was gonna send her my rider.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like, I'm like, look, we ain't got no dressing room. We ain't got no all that. We ain't got
We're
that
not gonna
private
get you
plane
white
to get
M&Ms
you
and
here.
white candles.
Okay, we ain't got no thank
You know you
cards.
big time now.
Yeah.
She was like, "You really coming?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, nah. But you know what? One thing I appreciate about you and I love about you is that you can fly all over the world. You can go here. You can do this. You can be around these people. But you always gonna be around your core crew of people. And every time I see you
group.
out, you with the same people you was with 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And I respect that about people because some people, like she said, they'll make it or. You
And
know,
they
they'll
forget
start
where they
making
came from.
money and they'll act like they don't know half the people they knew
Nah,
from the past. You
everybody
know.
that's with me, like we went through a bunch of shit together. We lost a bunch of shit together, and we celebrate.
I do got a question. You think we could record one of them episodes over there in that spot that you just copped across the seas?
Oh, and DR?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, listen.
Go ahead, take it.
What you look? What you gonna charge us? Cause we want to go on a
Nothing.
vacation.
We tried to do
Nothing.
champagne of confessions abroad.
Nothing.
Yeah,
It's
overseas.
crazy because I don't like my neighborhood. I can't do Airbnb, so when I'm not there,
You're in a gated community, right?
yeah,
Okay.
when I'm not there, it's just the landscaper and
Mm-hmm.
pool guy and the cleaning lady. So.
Oh, so do you have a pool? Can I? We gotta talk. I gotta do a pool party before we get out of here.
Yeah,
You think I can?
yeah, of course.
What, in DR? We catching a flight?
No, you have one here?
Oh no,
Not at your
I
house
don't.
here?
No.
Because you have
Oh,
a
I
mansion
thought we was
here.
about to be
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
You
trip.
got a mansion here.
I can't put a pool because I have like a retaining wall in my thing. So, yeah, they shut that
Oh, my
down.
crowd might be. They ain't got it. We can't tell them to
Go
come
ahead.
out.
You know I got a lounge over there too, so
Okay.
do like a little destination party.
There we go.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it first. We
Y'all heard it
going
first.
we
I'm
going
telling you, I keep them-
destination.
Yeah.
Dominican Republic, okay?
Right.
And when you see us there, listen, we paid thousands and thousands of dollars to be in there, all right? It wasn't free. Nah, but listen, we have this, before we get out of here, we have this new thing that we started. And so everybody on here has to give one confession. It can be whatever it is that you want it to be. It doesn't gotta be nothing personal, nothing crazy. It can be whatever it is, something you did today, something you did yesterday, something you plan to do tomorrow, like anything. But we're gonna start with you.
I mean, I don't really have any confessions.
Oh no, you
I'm
got
I'ma
some
tell you.
confessions now. Come on.
My biggest thing,
Yeah.
I hate feet with a passion. Like
Me too.
You hate feet.
Yes.
if they touch me, I don't care if we fucking. It's on. Like
You never lick toes?
what? Absolutely not.
Wifey over there said you be rubbing her feet now.
No.
She's looking at you like you crazy.
Look, like she's like, oh my
No.
god.
She knows I don't do no feet.
Oh wow.
I'm with you, I don't like
licked
feet.
them.
Like they'll wake me up out my sleep. If I feel a foot like on my leg,
You gotta suck on that big toe.
no.
Oh my god.
gosh.
Hey, that does kind of feel crazy though.
I mean, it
Let me-
kind of feels
yeah.
crazy, but I like it.
This is
I
What,
like
you like to
It
do
hits
it
a
or get
nerve.
it done?
I like to do it.
Okay.
This is
You've
going
gotten
left.
it done?
No,
This
I
is
don't let nobody-
definitely
I don't let nobody touch my
definitely
feet.
going left. Anyway, what's
Oh.
your confession? Come on, you you sucked on some toes last night?
No, definitely not.
How about we do it tonight though? I hear it's her birthday.
Yeah.
No, she don't want me to suck on her toes.
How you know?
No, she don't like feet either.
Oh.
I'm sure she like her own feet.
Yeah,
Y'all
not.
should try
I'm-
it. Cause it's gonna tickle, but you gonna like that. That you put your feet in his mouth.
Come
Yeah,
on,
that's
Shy.
mine,
Don't
though.
try to you dancing
That-
around the
I'm
question.
telling you, that's mine. Like that's
His
my
confession
biggest
is he
thing.
don't
Your
like
You don't like
confession is
feet?
that you don't like
I
feet.
hate
Okay.
feet. Like I be in the club and I be looking at feet like, ugh.
I hate people walking around barefooted. And
Me
that is my pet
too.
peeve.
Oh, that's so.
Ew.
We went to school with a girl. And
Talking about it.
we went to college with
Oh.
a girl, and no, y'all.
No,
think
we
joke-
cannot talk about that. I would not let you do that.
Okay, never
I would
mind.
not let you do that.
Okay, I'll
Because
tell
she's
you off
like
air.
big
Okay.
time.
I'll
with the
tell you.
feet.
I'll tell
Well,
you.
go ahead. Go into your confession. What is your confession?
Mine?
Yeah.
I would confess that I be mean to the wrong people. I confess that.
Okay.
I be mean to the wrong people, and I gotta work on me. Cause I guess everybody else will see me out, be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But But in all actuality, I might be like just mad, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and I take it out on the wrong people. So I do apologize to my friend, to my friends. Look at Lee. Look, she always say I'm mean to her. Okay, whatever.
She was
I
mean today,
apologize.
but we're not gonna go into that anyway.
Yeah.
What I was mean about today?
My confession. I don't even know if I should admit this on camera. I kind of get mad when I spend a lot of money at Walmart and stuff. So like, if nobody catches me like with the waters under my cart, I kind of roll out of Walmart.
Oh my God, you thief! Fucking thief! Oh my God, cut! What the fuck? Water? Water? Come on, man. No.
If nobody catches me with my Walmart,
And
with
you'll
the
keep
waters-
going. And you know this shit, you ain't pay for it.
She trying to go down for $3.
She's trying to be the slammer for $3.
Look, tomorrow if you take a picture and you like this, like that slam, I'm done. I'm done,
No,
man.
I mean, but it'll be like, oh, I forgot to just go pay for it. But like, if you spend like $250
nah,
at Walmart,
because you knew what you was doing.
and they didn't catch you like with the waters under there, you mean to tell me you never rolled out with the waters?
I
Never.
know that
I
water.
always get the people that come around there with the gun and be like, ooh, gotcha.
But they got the self checkout now. People ain't doing that no more.
Oh yeah, you can still at Walmart.
Self-checkout,
Though,
though,
I'll tell you that.
They,
Listen,
that's what they
I know
watching,
somebody. I know
Yeah.
somebody who
Self-checkout what they
gets
watching.
BJ's, Costco's. He gets them bounty paper towels, all types of mess. I be like,
I'm not
okay.
going to jail for no damn tissue.
Yeah, I'm
man.
not.
Right, like,
No, but next time, please bring the water up.
okay, I'll read the one.
Okay. Italy, your confession.
I mean, my confession is really, really stupid, y'all. I just got back from Vegas.
What
How
happened
did I
to
get
you,
back from
Stacey?
Vegas? No, it wasn't nothing like that.
Okay.
But I was exhausted. I was tired. We was on a red eye. I got on a red eye, and my feet just kept feeling like really weird. And I'm like, why do my feet feel weird? But I didn't pay attention to it. So the Vegas flight is like 4 hours, some change to get back here. And I get off, and I had on sneakers, but I had my shoes on the wrong feet. I had my shoes on the wrong feet. Swear to God, my shoes. I was so
Was it early?
I was drunk. I was tired. Like I
Yo,
was
how I
drunk,
didn't get that
tired.
call?
My
Like-
shoes was on the wrong.
You-
I got off the plane at 6 o'clock in the morning. The red eye leaves at like 10 something, right? So when I land here, it's 6 o'clock. I get off. My fucking shoes are on the wrong feet.
So at the airport, you didn't have to take your shoes off to go through
I
That's
got
when
TSA. I got
that's when
TSA
she
pre-check.
did it.
I got TSA pre-check, so I ain't have to take my
Oh, so
shoes
you
off.
had to take, so you put them on when you got dressed to go
My
to the
shoes
airport.
was on the wrong feet from 9 o'clock until 6 a.m.
Let me see
Listen.
that big toe. You got a bunion on that bitch?
No, I don't.
No, okay. 'Cause I,
So, but yeah, that's my confession for today.
okay.
Well, this was great, you guys.
Yes, thank
I
you,
really enjoyed
Shaki.
this.
I did. We gotta bring you back, Shar, so you
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
We gotta
Oh,
bring your
yo,
lady on
listen, you
this
didn't
time.
even tell everybody how you be like. Not only do you like got your businesses and all that other stuff, like
Oh,
Shar
yeah.
really cooks.
What?
Oh wait, hold on.
Like Shar cook.
Don't
We're
do
not
it.
going.
Like he cook.
What?
Don't do it. She
Listen,
gonna talk about
no,
that
seriously. Shah took his family, he took his family out of town, and me and my person came and he cooked some macaroni and cheese. That shit
chicken.
was
Yeah, I was
crazy.
in the kitchen. Like, I
When
was
was
doing
this?
everything.
When was this?
I can't remember when it was.
It
But he
was
took his
recent?
family, me and my
Yeah.
boo
It was
went,
Recent,
and
right?
and he cooked some macaroni and cheese. Shit was crazy.
It was
Yo,
recent.
she
And
Go
I was
ahead.
so
Go
surprised.
ahead.
I was like, you didn't make
I ain't
this.
gonna do
Go
you
ahead.
like that. I ain't gonna
Go
do you
ahead.
like
She
that.
wanna-
That was years ago.
Yo, I boiled some chicken. I boiled some chicken and I posted it. And between her and my sister, they was roasting me on social media.
So that's all you did was boil it. You didn't.
I was trying to eat healthy.
So why you didn't just bake it?
It was like that.
That
like-
was
So,
when
so,
it-
so wait, time out.
it
Was
was
it that? Was
like,
it that
ooh.
just white or gray?
It was,
It was white. That shit was light skin. That shit was real light.
They was like,
That's why whenever
imagine-
you be talking about his
imagine
cooking,
somebody-
I'll be like,
Oh nah.
Imagine looking
He
at
cooked
your
now.
comments and it say, "Ooh, that ain't done."
that's exactly what I put. That's exactly what I put. That chicken was
Didn't have no flavor, nothing.
no. You would not think he was
Hey,
black.
not for nothing though. That macaroni and cheese was bad.
Well,
though.
I'm glad you've come a
Yeah,
long
I
way.
cook for real. Like, I
Okay.
cook for real.
So next time you come, you gotta bring us a plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you coming on to the show.
I ain't
Where's your
gonna
cup?
go- I was
Where's your
gonna say, I
cup?
ain't
Listen,
got
Cup, mine is
every
Mine's
episode we
empty
run
too.
out. I
Mine
still
is-
have a little bit though, because
Okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't
we
have
still
champagne.
cheers for
Yeah.
nothing.
So we'll
Yeah.
cheers to whatever.
I got
To-
a plastic up there, y'all.
I'll
Y'all already
put
know
some of
what's
this
in
in
there.
there.
Tito's.
So, oh no, that ain't there.
You,
Oh, he wants a drink.
you drink that Rosa, that Stella
No,
Rosa?
I'm just.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
pour
just
me some.
something.
It's for the aesthetics. You
Yeah.
know?
The aesthetic.
That's all you need. Talking
Alright.
about my damn chicken.
So thank you, Shy, for coming and joining us today. We really, really appreciate you. I mean, obviously we've been knowing you for years. You know, you're big in the community. We're happy that you were able to, come deal with, little
I had
old,
fun.
Come give
little
us some of
old
your-
us.
your
You know what I'm
busy
saying?
time.
I had fun. It was fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what, you coming back?
Yeah,
You can come back,
Yeah.
rock with us, drink with us.
yeah. I'm gonna bring my son, and I'm gonna bring you some of them $15,000 dogs. So you can see.
Yeah. And bring me some macaroni and cheese too.
I
You
got
know,
you.
listen,
I got
I love you forever.
Lead a chicken.
Bridget.
Yo, she keep going in on my chicken.
No, I would be
It was
interested to
light,
see what your
though.
chicken
It
is like
was
now.
It was light skin though. It was.
I can't cook, so don't even look over
Nah,
here.
I
I don't
You
even
you
know
make
that
some mean tacos.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
make some
yeah, I
mean
do.
tacos.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get out of here, guys.
It's another episode.
Yes.
Champagne
We
Conversation.
outside.
Them slick girls get me every time. Them slick girls could get every time. Them slick girls get me every time. Them slick girls could get